Hey, I'm Tashaka Armstrong, and thank you for joining us for another Tech for the Rest of Us. Today, we're going to take a look at Google's Pixel XL, the center of your connected universe, the smartphone that they're hoping you'll shell out big dollars for so that you can be in control of your daydream or their daydream VR. Google Home and so many other things, so many other products. They've ditched the Nexus name. They're now keeping the Pixel name consistent across their devices, tablets, laptops, all that. So is this worth you being connected to everything and most importantly connecting your wallet to their checkout system? I'll see if I can give you a reason to or maybe not to. So you've more than likely had the chance to check out a review of the Google Pixel or Pixel XL. So I thought I'd cut to the chase and share with you my thoughts, my top 5 things I liked and some things I disliked about Google's new flagship. First thing on my list is the price, and this kind of goes across the board for all flagships. At $869 for the fully spec'd Pixel XL, you're spending as much as most people would spend for a decent laptop. Now, you can go lower and get into the smaller 5-inch Pixel with less storage, that's 32 gigabytes, for $650, but that's still nothing to sneeze at. Next up is the down-firing mono speaker. Though the volume's fairly robust, in 2016, all of these flagship phones should have front-firing stereo speakers. Phones which have them on the front tend to provide a much better multimedia experience, and that's much of what people are using their phones for. All right, I'll concede the removable battery gripe, but I still want my removable storage. My use case for this is media content when I have no signal. A route I travel frequently has a long section of dead service as it winds through a canyon, and there are some audiobooks I've been wanting to get into. Though I know that audiobooks take up little space, I do a lot with my phone that includes the use of photos, GIFs, and some short-form video content, and sometimes it's a lot easier for me to store things I frequently use directly on the device instead of in the cloud. And that's it. Those are the only real issues I had with the phone. The good thing is that the positives far outweigh the negatives. Now, while some of the flagships are getting rid of their 3.5mm headphone ports and going all in on USB-C, not Google. The Pixel and Pixel XL keep the 3.5mm port and give you the latest tech with USB-C at the same time. While we're talking about the latest tech, that display, oh my goodness, this 5.5-inch 2560 by 1440 LCD with a density of 534 pixels per inch truly shows the quality. The display is gorgeous and the density allows me to use the screen at a resolution that allows me to have a very info-dense experience. Dealing with a lot of social media in a multimedia world, I could set the text to the smallest size on the XL and I'm met with quite a bit of data at a glance. That was my one complaint with the Moto Z. Though its display is pretty good looking as well, it just doesn't have the full customization for font and icon size that I want in the phone. Of course, you can always use a third-party launcher, but that's another article for another day. Next up, Google Nougat. Nougat is wonderful. I could write a whole article on what to like about Nougat, but the most important thing to like is not Google's Nougat OS itself, but Google's commitment to timely updates on its own phones. That's where, of course, the Pixel and Pixel XL really shine. When you purchase a Pixel, you get to rest easy knowing that you'll receive OS updates faster than everyone else using Android phones. A standout item worth mentioning also is Google's new Google Assistant. Think of it as Google Now 2.0. So they're going to take what you know from using Google Now and getting their cards as info and bring that into a more conversational sphere. This is a shot, of course, at Amazon's Alexa artificial intelligence and will be available not only on the phones but on their new Echo competitor, Google Home. The other thing to like about the OS is the quick options when you long press on an app icon. Similar to Force Touch on iOS, you tap and hold on an app icon and you get a pop-up list of shortcuts to actions for that app. One of the other things I really love about the phone is the fingerprint scanner and how well implemented it is. Though there are other scanners on the market which can do more, one simple but effective trick the scanner on the Pixel XL can perform is activating the notification shade. After you unlock the phone, the first thing many people probably do is check notifications. So Google made it so that you can control the notification shade from the fingerprint scanner. Swipe up, swipe down, and you open or close the shade. Just makes sense. The overall design of the Pixel XL is also on the top of my list of things I like. It's hard to do much with the slab design, but Google engineered a slab that is actually nice in hand. I mean, it really feels good, not like you're going to drop it, and it has a nice look to it, thanks to the mix of glass and metal on the back of the phone. And last but not least, the camera. An independent test from a popular website, much more into cameras and much more knowledgeable than I am, has rated the camera on the Pixel the best in class, even above the venerable iPhone. It takes great low-light shots which have solid detail and aren't fuzzy or blurry like some low-light cameras can tend to produce when you take low-light shots with them. The outdoor shots in great light are, of course, awesome. They say that the best camera is the one that you have on you, and other than having a fixed lens, you definitely won't be disappointed with the shots the Pixel XL is going to provide. And I know this is not necessarily related to the Pixel XL's hardware or software per se, but while I was giving this phone to test from Verizon, a hint of things to come. As I was using this phone, as I was moving around, driving through the city, as I was just hanging out, I noticed in certain parts of Los Angeles, I was getting 100 megabits per second downloads, 100. That is insanely fast. And that hints at something to come. 5G. Yes, I'm seeing hints of that in Los Angeles with some insane download speed. And so those are my top things that I liked and didn't like about the Pixel. Maybe you've already gotten your hands and you know what you like or don't like about it. You can leave that in the comments below. And if there's any questions that you want to ask that I didn't address in the video, you can also leave those in the comments below and I'll get to them. As always, thank you for watching.